This oral question relates to a budget support measure to Tunisia amounting to 150 million euros. What is at the heart of the oral question, as I read it, is not Tunisia as such or relations with that country. This oral question addresses a far more principled issue, the relation between the Commission and this House in its role as budgetary authority. It therefore relates primarily to the procedural flaws in drafting and adopting the implementing decision by the Commission. During the drafting phase of the implementing act, not even informal contacts took place between the Commission and Parliament as stipulated in paragraph 12 of their agreement between Parliament and Commission on comitology procedures. Furthermore, the Commission adopted the draft implementing decision in an urgent procedure after it learned that we were about to initiate an objection that could even be interpreted as trying to bypass and thereby undermine this House authority. Additionally, the special measure seems legally questionable with regard to provisions in the NDICI Global Europe Regulation, as well as the Financial Regulation on conditionality. That should not be taken lightly by this House, as it ultimately is about the ability of the Parliament to exercise its right of scrutiny that require proper, timely and sound information by the Commission to the Parliament. So we ask whether the Commission can explain why it was necessary to use an urgent written procedure for this special measure last December, given that the budget support of 150 million was announced as early as the 11th of June 2023, and that an urgent procedure restricts the exercise of Parliament's powers of scrutiny. Given that a significant deterioration in fundamental rights constitutes grounds for suspending, reducing or cancelling budget support to partner countries, and given the significant deterioration of such rights in Tunisia since July 21, can the Commission clarify how it has deemed that Tunisia currently meets the requirements? Given that budget support is subject to the provisions of Article 27(4) of the NDICI Global Europe Regulation, can the Commission clarify in a written form the definition of conditionality for the said budget support, provide further written details on the procedure and the criteria for assessing whether the conditions are met, as well as on the baseline be applied for the assessment of the current state of fundamental rights in Tunisia? Can the Commission clarify why it chose to disperse the budget support in a single tranche, thus not permitting a gradual disbursement based on concrete milestones or steps achieved, as foreseen in Article 236, paragraph 2 of the Financial Regulation, nor the suspension of further disbursement should a clear erosion of fundamental rights be observed? And last, what formal guarantees has the Commission received from the Tunisian authorities since September 23 that ensure that Parliament will be allowed to visit EU-funded projects in Tunisia and thus exercise its right of oversight and scrutiny in accordance with Article 14 of the Treaty on the European Union? Thank you.